For more on this, Tacan Ildem is NATO's Assistant Secretary General for Public Diplomacy, and he joins us now from Brussels. Great to have you with us. Could the crisis in Ukraine bring NATO into direct conflict with Russia?
Well, first of all, today the foreign ministers will be meeting with the ministers of Ukraine and Georgia, and they will be focusing on the developments in the Black Sea. As you rightly mentioned, the recent seizure of sailors and the ships from Ukraine created a tense situation. And we are calling for restraint and calm, and at the same time for Russia to take steps to ensure that these sailors and ships are released, and Ukraine could be having unhindered access to Sea of Azov and free passage through the strait.
I think the problem is, though, that a lot of the calls and the condemnation have had little impact on Russia. You know, the sanctions that were imposed on Russia after it annexed Crimea, they don't seem to have, I guess, curtailed the aggressive behavior in the region. And in fact, Russia appears willing to endure sanctions because it's interested in what it considers its own backyard. So short of directly engaging, I guess, in conflict with Russia, what can NATO do to assist Ukraine this time around?
Well, in fact, after 2014, after the illegal and illegitimate annexation of Crimea by Russia, and also aggressive actions in eastern Ukraine, NATO responded by reinforcing its defense and deterrence, by strengthening its response force and taking certain measures to boost its collective defense. And we have to remember that there is an increase of presence of NATO in Black Sea since then. I can give only one example. In 2018, the days that NATO ships were present in Black Sea is 120. When you compare it with last year, which was 80, there's a considerable increase. There are national assets of 3 littoral states, Turkey, Romania, and Bulgaria, and also regular exercises, air policing mission in the region. We also engage with Ukraine and Georgia. With Ukraine, we have the comprehensive assistance package to strengthen their defense capabilities so that they can deal with the challenges. And one thing is clear, there is a strong support of NATO allies to Ukraine's territorial integrity, sovereignty, and independence. And today's meeting will give the ministers a good opportunity to express their concern, but at the same time, their resolve to support Ukraine.
Ukraine has been asking for NATO vessels in the Sea of Azov. Do you see that happening?
Sorry, I couldn't hear your question.
Yes, Ukraine has been calling for NATO vessels in the Sea of Azov. Do you see that happening?
Well, as I said, there is an increased presence already in Black Sea by NATO ships. And I don't want to speculate on what the ministers will be discussing and deciding, but I can only refer to the existence of NATO presence in the Black Sea as we speak.
All right. Tacan Ildem, NATO's Assistant Secretary General for Public Diplomacy, joining us from Brussels. Thanks for that.